What's going on, you guys? It's been a minute. It's been a little while, but we got a lot to talk about. Got quite a bit to talk about. I know the stream is kind of abrupt, but has some technical difficulties. Now things are situated. But yeah, man, we got some stuff to talk about in the sport of boxing. Some interesting things that happened at the open workouts with the Charlo Castano fight. Jermell Charlo, of course, got to ask about Terrence Bud Crawford. I mean, this is going to be a thing for him now. This is going to be a thing now. The media, the fans, they're going to be asking him about Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence had to deal with it all this week. So this is what something Jermell Charlo is going to have to deal with. His name is kind of attached to Terrence Crawford. Even though he seems to not really. We're going to talk about it. Hit that like button for your boy as you come on into the building. What's going on, everybody? Salute to D Luckett. I see you in the building. What's going on? Carnage, what's going on? Hey, we got some interesting interviews, man. Look, man, I can't wait to play these clips. Can't wait to play these clips, man. We're going to talk about some shit. What's going on? It don't matter. I see you. Yeah, I know it's a random slam. We're going to have a little slow start. I expect it. But things go heat up. Get this on. Hope everybody's been doing well. Hope everybody's been doing well. Yeah, man. It's kind of hard to figure out the time when to do it. You know, is the evenings a good time for everybody? Is the mornings? I still haven't really decided, or maybe even when it's kind of dark outside. But nonetheless, man, we got quite a bit to talk about, man. Canelo Alvarez, man. A lot of people seem to believe that he don't have a chance against Dimitri Bivol in a rematch. Dave Morrell calls out David Benavidez. Jermall Charlo talks about David Benavidez, and there's a lot of shit that's been going on, man. We gonna see what could happen. But what was really funny is that Jermell Charlo, the energy that he portrays, man, when Terrence Crawford's name is brought up around these dudes, man, it is a sight to see. It is their whole energy, body language, everything changes. Everything totally changes once Terrence Bud Crawford name is brought up. It's hilarious. The bigger channel's not picking up on that shit. They're not gonna talk about that, but they see it too. We're gonna talk about it over here because it's been a pretty consistent thing with Jermell Charlo. Of course, he has to worry about Brian Castano. And if you see Brian Castano this week, he is all smiles. He's talking shit about Errol Spence. He said, yeah, I fought through. We're going to play the clip. He knocked dude down 2 times. He said after Jermell Charlo, he's next. Man, he coming from big, man. Look. What's going on, Herbie Weaver? I see you in the building. Yeah. You go wait. Hit that like button for your boy, man, when we get this stream going. Hold up. Let me. Brian Castano. Jermell Charlo, man, this is going to be a fucking great fight. Jermell Charlo question, why did Floyd have his fight on the same day? You know what I'm saying? Like, why you do that, Floyd? Like, why you doing that shit, Floyd? He fighting a hometown boy over there in Dubai and shit. But it's Brian Castano. He has some pretty interesting things to say about Errol Spence Jr. He got asked about it, The funny thing about Jermell Charlo, man, and it's something that I said a while ago, is this dude, man, look, bro, my brother Jermall Charlo is the best fighter in the middleweights. None of these dudes could beat him. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you got. Nobody's beating my bro. But I don't sense that energy from Jermell. I'm going to play the clip. I think that shit's kind of lame. He looked around first before he looked around first before he answered. Make sure his brother wasn't around before he answered. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was lame. No, it's 10 toes down. My brother could whoop Canelo Alvarez's ass. But check out what Brian Castano. Brian Castano's all smiles, man. He might have had a good weight cut, good camp. Man, this might be interesting, man. Jermall Charlo, honestly, he looking really dry, but that could mean nothing at all. He get in there and do his thing. One thing I did notice is Jermall Charlo, who was his trainer. Jermell Charlo also mentioned something about what Jermall, in regards to the Canelo thing. He said that my brother may, come with DJ, Derrick James, come train with DJ. And in order for him to really beat Canelo Alvarez, he may need to do some new things. So I'm thinking Jermall Charlo is in transition of a new trainer ahead of this fight with Selecki. Like, what is he doing? Like, come on, man. Like, shh. But hit that like button for your boy, man. We go get this thing going and play this. Brian Castano warns Errol Spence Jr., man. He warns Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? You know, they fought in the amateurs and Brian Castano beat Errol Spence in the amateurs, right? He says he knocks him down. We go check it out. Here we go. Let me put this thing. He beat him in the amateurs, man. So, you know, he talking shit. He said Errol Spence is next.
¿Quién dijo? ¿Quién dijo que no pasaba? No, es un hijo de puta. Le gané y le metí 2 cuentas, compa. Le gané y le contaron 2 veces y lo eliminé del pre-panamericano.
So he says that he did face him, and that not only that, but he took him to the mat twice, and that he eliminated him from the Pan American Games back then. So it definitely happened.
Yeah.
¿Qué dice que él verdad dice que es personal?
Now, this is Brian Castano talking about Errol Spence Jr. He knocked him out of the Pan Games, right? Dropped him twice to the mat. Brian Castano, all smiles here. You should see the look on this guy's face. He's all smiles. He got this little sinister look on his face. Like he ready. He talking shit.
Sí, sí. Obviamente que las banderas van a estar de por medio, ¿no? Pero yo, como dije anteriormente, estoy muy agradecido a este país porque me da trabajo y realmente siempre que vengo acá, la fanaticada norteamericana me trata muy bien y los latinos también, principalmente la gente que vive acá, estoy muy agradecido, no tengo nada que decirle. La guerra es nuestra, las banderas hay que dejarlas fuera.
Faltó el cara a cara.
Faltó el cara a cara. Faltó el cara a cara.
Come on, bro. You gotta speak English, bro.
Why no face off today?
Si le gano a Charlo, me gustaría enfrentarlo a Spence, obviamente.
He says that if he beats Charlo, he would like to face Spence.
No, que se prepare. Que se prepare, Dios quiera, primeramente Dios, digo, ¿no? Salgamos bien y bien con la mano en alto en esta pelea, lo voy a buscar.
The message is for Charlo to be ready because I'm coming after you, so you better be ready for that.
He brought a lot of people. They gave him a lot of support. What did he make about the exchange between?
So I guess Charlo and Castano teams got into it too at the press conference or whatever. Their teams got into it. It was a big little thing. So yeah, this is gonna be a pretty interesting fight this weekend. Jermell Charlo, man, I don't know if I like his energy. You know what I'm saying? He seems to be really nervous. He seems to be really, really nervous. We see the energy from him when asked about Terrence Crawford. He just seems really nervous. Let me see who else is in here. Salute to everybody in the building. What's going on? What's going on, Thomas Jones? Welcome to the chat, man. Yeah. But yeah, Jermell Charlo also got asked about his brother and Canelo Alvarez. And this is just some stuff before we get to the main topics. I don't like this from Jermell. I think maybe he sees something, you know, maybe he see that his brother ain't really maybe he sees something in order for him to really come out and say some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he really should have been saying that. His brother's supposed to be the best.
I am the lion. I'm the alpha. All right, Pop, don't tell him no more. Don't tell him no more. Don't tell him. He's goddamn right.
Hey, you like your brother's chances on the Canelo fight? Still a big fight for him. You like his chances a little bit more?
If he can get it, you know, I will accept it as it comes. You know, we don't know. It's not something that like we just like got our fingers crossed for. You got to keep moving in boxing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it. So like, a lot of people gonna say this and say that, but as long as my brother keeps stepping above all of that and keep fighting, I don't care who you fight, just fight. You know what I'm saying?
Based off the Bivol performance, do you like what you see there? Something your brother can expose at 168 maybe, or?
And my brother, honestly,
look, and if I could play the clip, I need to holler at Ben or something. But he's looking around first before he answers this question. He looks around to make sure his brother ain't here before he answers this question.
Increment a little bit of more training with like DJ, and get to the Guzman and just get a little bit more clutch. I think he got a super good chance.
Yeah.
Ronnie Shields is great, I think, but it just you hear from the same person for so long, it kind of like you need a little bit of more extra to develop your skills, and I think that's all. I think my brother, that's all he missing.
Can you clarify?
I don't know if I would have liked that. If I'm Jermall Charlo, I would not have liked that. Nah, bro, you don't be that damn honest. I'm your brother. Fuck wrong with you? Because a guy like Bushido, now I'm seeing that there may be some complications with Jermall Charlo. Some issues. Him and Ronnie Shields may be having some issues. Jermall Charlo may not be as disciplined as Jermell Charlo would actually like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he be low-key trashing his brother, bro. He be low-key taking shots at his brother and big up in his brother. I mean, big up in Canelo over his brother. You know what I'm saying? But your favorite YouTubers don't come out and call him out on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all, bro. But he get asked about Terrence Crawford. He gets asked about Bud. And we saw the video. We heard the clip. We seen the video. Jermell Charlo, man. He was salute to Damon Dance. I'm gonna open up the panel in a little bit because I want to get you guys' thoughts because a lot has happened. But the energy from Jermell Charlo, what is Terrence Crawford doing to these guys? It's leading fans to believe that is this fight with Spence really gonna happen? Is this thing with Arrow the Truth, Big Fish, Spence Jr. really gonna happen? Where's the contract? What have we heard? Anything going on? Like, are they in negotiations? Salute the champ side, man. He getting the scoop, right? With that excellent camera quality. But Derrick James gets asked about the Crawford fight. You know, they're gonna keep asking these guys about Terrence Crawford. One of you dudes go have to see him. You know what I'm saying? And Jermall Charlo, his energy, he really didn't want to talk about Crawford. He said, "Don't talk about Crawford. I don't want to, you know, in the end, he just don't ask me about Crawford no more. You know what I'm saying? Just don't ask me about him no more. He making me nervous. Don't talk about him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what fans is talking about. Fans peep the energy. Whenever Bud got brought up, his whole energy changed. Right? His whole energy changed. But people coming to his defense, oh, well, he's got to worry about Castaño. Yeah, he do. But that's part of the game. Errol Spence had to deal with Crawford, bombarded with Crawford questions for the whole 2 weeks leading up to that fight with Ugas. That's just part of the game, bro. Now your name is attached to Terrence Crawford. He said he's coming for you. What you go do? So if you beat Brian Castaño, Crawford beats Spence. He says he's coming up after you. What you go do? Oh, well, he over there on ESPN. Oh, he ain't fighting nobody. Oh, yeah, we fighting the big dogs over here. Nah, bro. Because if he beat the big fish, then what? You beat Castaño this weekend. You the man, right? You the man. Crawford beats the big fish if the fight gets made. A lot of people are questioning if that fight's even going to get made now. What you go do? He come knocking. Undisputed, 2-division undisputed champion. He come knocking. What you go do? You go run? Oh, well, nah, he ain't fighting nobody. He over there on the wrong side. You can't say that if he beat the big fish. Actually, Crawford fought all the same. They fought the same guys. And if you want to look at it as a career as a whole, amateur and professional, Crawford fought all the guys, all the best guys Spence fought, Crawford fought him, whether it's professional or amateur. Ugas, all of them. They all fought. He fought him. He fought Danny Mikey, Ugas in the amateurs. He fought Sean Porter and Kell Brook, who just so happens to be two of Errol Spence's toughest opponents. So what are we talking about? That's why it was funny hearing it, because it sounds so familiar. We heard that shit before years ago, back when Crawford was still with Top Rank. Jermell Charlo is talking as if Crawford is still with Top Rank. But unknown to him, Crawford is a free agent, bro. He's out in the, he's lurking these streets, dude. He's lurking these streets now. He's not in the building no more. He's out in these streets. He gonna come knocking on your door soon. He got to see the big fish first, but he gonna come knocking on your door. So what you go do? What you gonna do? If you go knock him out, knock him out. That's a big payday fight. That's a big fight. Undisputed champions? Come on, bro. Nah, we ain't gonna let you do that. Over here on this side of the internet, we ain't gonna let you do that, Jermell. You ain't about to down. If Crawford beats Spence, it becomes undisputed. You're not about to do that. You really can't do it anyway. Really can't do it anyway. I don't know if this fight with Spence is gonna happen. I'm starting to lose my optimism that I once had about a month ago. Maybe a few weeks ago. Hit that like button for your boy. Salute to everybody in the building. Hey, his energy changed when Crawford is brought up, bro. His energy changed, bro. He don't like when Bud is brought up at all. That shit really bothers him. Let's see. Salute the champ side.
Like, stop asking me about him. Don't nobody ask me about Crawford again. He ain't in my fucking weight. Y'all need to fucking realize that. Stop being bloggers and shit. And go look into the sport a little bit deeper. Stop asking me about Crawford. I don't want to hear that shit about Crawford. I'm fighting Brian Castaño. Why the hell are we talking about Crawford? Let's talk about some.
Hey, he mad as a motherfucker, bro. Bro, come on. Hey. Why he doing that, man? I like Jermell Charlo. He's really good for boxing. If I'm honest, he's really, really good for the sport. But why he doing that to Bud, man? He not even my weight class. Nah, he said he coming up after you anyway, though, bro. What you gonna do? Oh, you bloggers, stop blogging. Nah, bro, this is what they do, bro. This is what they supposed to do. This is what carries the sport, bro. The media guys are doing their job. Then there's guys like your boy Bushido who has a more of an opinionated platform where the people can come express their thoughts. Right? This is the part of the game, bro. You getting asked about Terrence Crawford for a reason. Play into it. Nah, you don't like it. That energy. Ooh. Hey, it's leading me to believe that Spence was putting up a front, man. I don't know. Was Spence putting up a front? Was he really faking that shit, that energy? Yeah, I'm coming after you too. Was that fake? These dudes, man, they really, man. He said, don't ask me about Terrence Crawford. He said, don't ask me about him. He on ESPN. He ain't fought nobody. Yeah, they from Omaha. Yeah, he did some good work. He all over the place. He all over the place. Y'all hit that like button for your boy. I know this is a random stream, but we go get this streams back rolling. He was all over the place. They want no smoke, man. So we go keep it 100 over here, man. No shade. You just your energies just switch up when Crawford is brought up, bro. That's it. You can get people get mad when you bring that up. Oh, well, he got worried about Castaño. Well, Crawford, well, yeah. So what'd you go say, bro? He ain't with Bob no more. He ain't with Bob no more, bro. Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. Jermell Charlo got a big fight with Brian Castaño. Brian Castaño said that he knocked Errol Spence down. He said he wants Errol Spence next. What you go do, Errol? Let's just say this, hypothetically. The big fish gets past Kumite Crawford, right? He's looking to move up because let's be honest, why would you want to deal with Booz Ennis? You go up to fight Castaño for under a disputed title. You go fight Brian Castaño? What's going on, Cerebral? I see you in the building. Hey, his fans acting like he ain't shook, bro. They acting like he ain't shook, bro. Well, we gonna keep it 100 over here. Why these dudes scared of Bud, bro? Dude from Omaha, Nebraska. Why they scared of dude from Omaha, Nebraska, man? Because they know that shit ain't sweet, man. That's why. But they want to downplay it because it's one of those Midwest places that's really, you know. Hey, come on, Texas. Salute to Exclusive News Insider. What's going on, man? Appreciate the super chat, bro. Man, we gonna talk about it, man. I'm gonna open up the panel a little bit, but I'm gonna let me monologue a little bit longer. Been a little minute. Jermell Charlo, bro. Bud Crawford. Hey, he gets, man, I wish I could play the. Nobody ain't got no videos up really, but his energy is so bogus when Crawford's brought up, man. It's hilarious. I don't think Champ side got that clip. Let me see. Nah, he don't. See, yeah, he didn't want to do him like that. See, he you know, he didn't want to do him like that. But we seen it. You seen it. I know you seen it. Fight Hype. Salute to Fight Hype. Everywhere. You ain't never there, right? They everywhere. They got the clip. You seen it. See, Champ side ain't gonna do that to his boy Jermell, though. He ain't gonna do that because he know, that was not a good look. You didn't look too good there, bro. And I rock with you, so I'm not gonna put that out there on you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, and I respect that. Because it wasn't a good look, man. Crawford supposed to be the little guy. He supposed to be this. You can't say the stuff that he was saying. Matter of fact, I wonder if for those who didn't hear it yet. Hold up. For those who didn't hear it yet, we go break it down.
Yeah, that shit cool. Whatever. Get ESPN fighter. You know what I'm saying? Look at that competition.
He an ESPN fighter. Look at the competition. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. What does that mean, Jermell? He an ESPN fighter. No, he's not. Look at the competition. He just knocked out Sean Porter. A guy that Spence went tooth and nail with. What are we saying, bro? See, that's why I can't do the media thing. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't be out on the field like that. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Nope. Because I had to follow up. I had to follow up. Right? I had to follow up. What happened is he shook Bud's hand. He seen how big that motherfucking hand was. He was like, God damn, this motherfucker got strong grip. That's what happened. But yeah.
The big leagues over here, dog. They trying to get fights with us. You know what I mean?
When he say he's gonna go,
what does that mean, bro? They trying to get fights with us. You should see his energy. If you never seen the videos on Fight Hype, as soon as you go on Fight Hype, it's one of them early recent videos. Salute to Fight Hype. He's all over the place. He's all over the place. He's moving all weird. Man, what does Crawford do to these guys, man? Derrick James knows something.
I mean, he got to first get past. I mean, Spence, and that might not happen. That ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? He's a tough fighter. Like I say, he's from Omaha. We know about him. He's a dog. He can fight. He can go. But can we compare oppositions? Has his opposition been anything close to our oppositions? Absolutely not. So I can't even look at him like he did in the boxing.
Man, he's so nervous, bro. This is what you do. Look, bro, if you notice that he's a dog, right? If you know that he's a real one, you got to take that challenge, bro. In other words, I don't really want to fight this dude. That's basically what he's saying. But to save face, I'm gonna go ahead and downplay him, say he ain't done nothing, say he ain't fought nobody. I'm gonna do what everybody else been doing because it was popular, but it's not so popular anymore. Because Terrence Crawford did essentially what fans asked him to do. He left Bob Arum. He did everything they asked. Fought Sean Porter. He did everything everybody asked. So what you gonna do now, man? He's coming at the UN, Spence. What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do, man? Sean Porter stepped up. Salute to Sean Porter, man. Salute to Kell Brook, too. But what about y'all? The opposition. If we learned anything in boxing, this is why I come out with those videos a while back saying resumes is overrated. Yeah, they overrated, especially today. Yeah, that shit's overrated, bro. Because it could be that unknown guy that nobody heard of come out there and give you your worst night. You could be Canelo Alvarez, the super A side, the super D duper A side. Canelo Alvarez, go out and get beat by a guy that has no presence in America in Dimitri Bivol, who a lot of people really didn't give a chance outside of the hardcore boxing. So I don't want to hear nothing about no resumes because Dimitri Bivol didn't fight no damn body. Who? John Pascal, Joe Smith. I mean, they some bodies. I don't want to discredit those guys. But are they master world beaters? No. Was they Andre Ward type guys? No. He went up there and beat Canelo Alvarez. So I want to, and Canelo Alvarez has a who's who name list of boxers on his resume. Guess what? It didn't matter against Dimitri Bivol. So I don't want to hear nothing about no opposition who they fucking fought. People are already saying Jermall Boots Ennis beats Crawford and Spence. Guess what? He ain't got nobody on his resume, quote unquote, right? So I ain't trying to hear that bullshit.
Yeah, he won world titles. They won 40. He won the undisputed. That's great. Happy for you. But the 140, 154, you talking about knocking me out and beating me and all that other shit? I'm cool with that. It's whatever.
See, so this is before that he told him don't talk about him no more. Because he was cool with the whole thing. Now he said don't talk about him at all. So yeah, he has no way, no how. If Crawford fights Spence, if that fight happens, we gonna talk about that. I don't see Jermell wanting to fight Terrence Crawford. He don't want to get embarrassed. He don't want to get whooped on by the smaller guy coming up 3 weight classes, 4 weight classes, whatever it's gonna be. He don't want to get whooped on. That's what that is. Crawford has the ability to whoop on him. Jermell Charlo also has the ability to beat Crawford because he's a much bigger guy with really good intangibles and good. Just Jermell Charlo is a really disciplined fighter. But the energy that he puts off when Crawford is brought up is that of a man that don't want no smoke. We gonna call a spade over here. Now, I'm not saying that he won't fight Crawford if push came to stuff, but he acting like he don't want to fight Crawford. He acting like he don't want to fight him. If it's gonna be easy work, he said he gonna knock you out, bro. I seen him more willing to fight bigger guys in his division than Crawford. What is really good? Right? Like what's really good? Is this fight with Spence gonna happen? A lot of boxing fans seem to believe that it's not gonna happen. Fans are asking, where's the contract? Fans are asking, where's the contract? They want to know where the contract is at. They want to know if this thing is going to get made. People want to start booking their flights, getting their hotel reservations, going to get their vacation set up. You know, this is what people want. We need to get this thing done early. Fans are starting to wonder if this thing is really going to happen. There was already a lot of red flags going into the situation. The challenge of Terrence Crawford. Jermell Charlo also has a challenge of Brian Castaño, a rematch fight that was really controversial. A lot of people feel Castaño won that fight. Me, personally, I felt Castaño won the fight. I felt that he won that fight. You know what I'm saying? And I told people going into the fight with Castaño that don't be sleep on this dude. He could fight. Sure enough, he went in there and he showed the world that he could fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? He went in there and showed the world that he could fight. So first things first with Jermell. He has to get past this guy. So this whole Crawford thing, Jermell seems like a pretty emotional guy. This whole Crawford thing, everything being is a huge distraction for him. Some guys can handle the media pressure, the questions of a certain fighter that you really shouldn't be focused on when you got another tough guy in front of you. Some guys can do it really well. Other guys, like Jermell, well, you see the energy. Stop talking to me about him. I can't do it anymore. All that shit, right? He can't do it. It's too much. And he may fuck him up in this fight with Castaño because he know Crawford gonna be watching. And Jermell already seemed like a pretty emotional guy. It could throw off his game if he ain't mentally focused. Castaño's gonna come to fight and he's gonna come to win, and he's looking really strong. He's looking fast. Castaño looking ready. He don't look like he's having a problem with no weight. He was all smiles, talking a little trash. You know what I'm saying? So Jermell Charlo has the Crawford discussion for Jermell is a huge distraction. Huge. Because this is a guy that he fought that, well, he's going to be going in there with a rematch. Salute to Town Biz. I see in the building what's going on. Y'all go subscribe to Town Biz Sports Entertainment. He says the latest word is they're still stuck in between purse splits. Oh, okay. There we go. Town Biz has inside information, right? Town Biz, go subscribe to Town Biz, right? He says that the latest word is that they're still stuck in between purse splits. So, according to Town Biz, this thing with Crawford Spence is being worked out behind the scenes. However, they are still working out the purse splits. What should the purse split be between Crawford and Spence? Well, just give it 60-40 Spence way. Just give Spence the 40. That's what I say, right? Just give Spence the 40. You don't necessarily, you can't really, honestly, let's be honest, you can't really justify Bud 50-50 at this point unless you just want to, Spence get the 40, Crawford get the 40, Spence get the 60. Let's get this show on the road. You know what I'm saying? Put a rematch clause in it. You know what I'm saying? Or something. Right? I'm gonna open up the panel in a few minutes, bro. You say you believe Castano stops him this time. Salute to Town Biz though, man. Yeah, so that's the latest word on a Crawford Spence. Interesting. The purse split. Hopefully that don't fuck up the fight. At this point, I think Crawford will have to be a little bit more willing to compromise. Spence he went in the bend, but he ain't go break, right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Hey, that intro was funny, bro. I was cracking up myself, bro. Hey, I was cracking up myself off that intro, bro. I think I outdid myself that time. That was good. That was a good one. I'm gonna have to use that one every time some conversation between these two, bro. I'm gonna use that. That was a good one. You know what I'm saying? You said 55-45? Yeah, man, it's something. They already said negotiations will not be public. That's cool then. As long as they're in negotiations. Right? As long as they're in negotiations, as long as we can get something going. That's what I'm saying. A lot of fans been, questioning, is this thing happening? I haven't really been looking into it, me personally. I'm just hoping for the best. You know what I'm saying? But this is what the people been saying. So, according to Town Biz, he says that they still working out the purse splits, So, yeah, 55, 45, 60-40, man. Errol Spence got to get the bigger cut, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Errol Spence got 3 belts. He got the juice. You know what I'm saying? His pay-per-view numbers ain't really living up to nothing, though. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of overblown. We go keep it funky over here. Those pay-per-view numbers, man, these guys ain't doing too much better than Bud would do. You know what I'm saying? These guys need each other. You know what I'm saying? This is why I was pissed off at Spence for those years, because he was like, dude, y'all need each other, bro. Y'all not rocking the mic like that. Y'all not moving the needle like that, bro. Not like that, bro. Canelo Alvarez is moving the needle. In order for y'all to move the needle, y'all got to fight each other. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, he ain't done nothing. Like, come on, bro. What you mean? Jermell, what have you done, bro, in comparison to Crawford? That's the question. What was your pay-per-view looking like? That was an excellent card, by the way. Great idea by Showtime, but it didn't do it big time. Come on, man. All the pay-per-views been flopping over there, bro. Let's not cap.
Stop the cap.
We not about to cap, bro. No pay-per-view. Spence, they didn't even come out with Spence pay-per-view numbers. They didn't even want to come out with the Spence Ugas numbers, bro. They didn't come out with those numbers. They just said, well, it was 250. They always tell us it's 250. They always tell us it's that. It was much lower, and we know it, and you know it. We know it's lower than that. And I bought the fight. I got receipts. Supported them brothers, but we knew the reality of the situation. But the reality of the situation is that Spence Crawford is the biggest fight that both of these guys could be made for with both of these guys, man, period. Now, of course, Crawford has another big fight he could potentially have with Jermell. You know what I'm saying? So Crawford has 2 big fights on the table. Of course, that it has to be Jermell getting past Brian Castaño this weekend, or all that shit will be naught. You know what I'm saying? It'll be for naught. So Jermell Charlo, he's nervous and shit. Brian Castaño's a tough fucking dude, man. He's gonna come to fight. I told y'all, them Argentinian dudes ain't fucking playing no games. When you see these dudes coming in with them baby blue and them white trunks and shit with the yellow, they not playing. This dude's will come to fight. Jermell's going to have to be on his A game against this guy. Crawford is a huge distraction for him. He's not a media a super media savvy guy where he could talk shit about this guy, talk shit about that guy, say I'm gonna look through this guy, and still go out there and perform like nothing is gonna phase him. He's not that. He's not like a Floyd that can do that. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes can do that, some can't. He needs to really be focused on Castano, because Castano could possibly beat him. You know what I'm saying? Castano could possibly beat him. He looks Castano's looking really good. You know what I'm saying? Brian Castano's looking really good right now. He's looking really good. Jermell Charlo looking like he kind of dry, maybe weight drained a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Look kind of drained a little bit. Been at the weight for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Been at the weight for a long time. But my biggest beef with Jermell is, dude, you got to stay on cold with your brother, bro. He looked around first before he answered the question. I didn't like that shit. He looked around, make sure his brother wasn't around before he asked the question and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, they ask you, could your brother beat Canelo Alvarez? Off code, off rip, no matter what. Hell yeah, my brother's whooping Canelo Alvarez. My brother Ben could have whooped Canelo Alvarez, but Canelo Alvarez don't want no smoke with my brother. That's what you should have said. But nah, you looked around first and said what he need to do, and you pretty much let people know that Jermall Charlo is having problems in camp with Ronnie Shields, and that's why we've been seeing photos of Jermall with Derrick James. And Jermall has a fight coming up next month with Masalecki, who ain't playing no motherfucking games. He's going to come to win that fight. He saw what Juan Montiel did. He said, I could do the same. I've been in there with better guys than that. And you jump like, bro, come on, man. Was really good. So he kind of exposed that, right? He got to learn how to play the media game better. He's gotten better, but he needs to learn how to just know how to say the right things. He be saying some fucked up shit, in my opinion. The whole Crawford thing, man, maybe that's just a nervous reaction. They can't help it, bro. It's almost like some Dragon Ball shit. When a strong villain came and they just could feel it and shit. Or strong, you know how they used to feel that shit? They nerves and shit, and they be sweating and shit. That's what happens with Jermell when the Crawford's name is brought up, bro. That's what happens when his name is brought up. But see, your favorite YouTubers and shit, they're not talking about that. That'll make big news on them bigger channels that get pushed. That'll make big news. But you gotta come over here to hear some shit like that. Because we know what we saw. You looking at people in the comment sections of the actual video, well, they tell you. They're telling the truth. Just look at the comment section. That's all you gotta do. Look at what the majority of the men and women are saying. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do. Look at what the majority is saying. They sense a fearfulness of Terrence Crawford, man. That's just what it is. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Hit that like button for your boy. What's going on? Ohio Runs Boxing, man. Y'all go check out my boy, Ohio Runs Boxing. It's on various social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Ohio Runs Boxing. Go check them out. Hey, Crawford just got these dudes like feeling funny, bro. It's weird as fuck. It's funny too. It's funny, man. I mean, they see what Crawford be doing, bro. This dude could do all kinds of shit. He's a pretty capable guy. Let's just say that. Crawford's a pretty capable guy. You know what I'm saying? We see the videos. You know what I'm saying? Pretty capable dude. Seems to be really strong. Extremely competitive. Has like a Mamba-like mentality. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah. But according to Town Biz, you guys, for guys who just stopping in, they are in negotiations and they working out the split. There's a little, they're working out the split thing. So yeah, that's just the latest word on that. Well, I'm about to open up the panel. Let me go ahead and drop the link. Let a few guys come in. Get their thoughts. Of course, Canelo and Bivol, man. Like, could Canelo beat Bivol? I don't think so. I don't think Canelo can beat Bivol. I don't really see what he can do differently. Maybe use his jab more. But other than that, I don't really see what he can do to beat Bivol. Bivol is a pretty cerebral fighter, pretty smart fighter. He's not going to let him just do whatever. You says my money on Castano. I pray small Castano wins. So these smoke Bud Crawford, Charlos. He said, why would Jermell? I mean, cuz, bro. What you mean, why be worried? Because he coming. That's why. That's why. Because he coming. That's why you need to be worried. That's why. That's not how you handle that situation, Jermell. It's not how you handle that. You the big dog. You the bigger guy. Crawford wants to come see me. Come see me. Get past the big fish first. Then I'll be waiting for you. Holding all 4 of these fucking belts. That's what Jermell Charlo was supposed to say, bro. Even if he was faking it, that's what he was supposed to say. Not, oh, well, don't talk about him no more. Oh, he with ESPN. They ain't got no competition over there. We the big dogs over here. Who he fought? And all this shit. Nah, bro. Salute the Boxing Jams for the super chat. And y'all go subscribe to my boy Boxing Jams, one of the best breakdown analytical channels out there. Go subscribe to Boxing Jams. He's breaking down all these fights. He says, yo, as always, keep grinding, fam. Salute, bro. Much love, bro. You keep grinding too. Y'all go subscribe to Boxing Jams, man. But yeah, let me open up the panel. Yeah, Jermell Charlo, man, it's funny. This could be really good this weekend. I can't wait to see it. Of course, Boots is fighting too. We can't forget about Boots. Boots, according to my boy YSM, he's an interview. Go check out my boy YSM Sports Media. This dude trains 4 rounds, 4-minute rounds. So when you be seeing Jerron Ennis standing up in between rounds, it's because this dude trains 4-minute rounds. Jerron Boots Ennis fighting Castaño Clayton this weekend. It should be a really, really good fight. Interesting fight. Salute to Exclusive News Insider in the building. Y'all go check out my boy Exclusive News Insider. What's going on?
It was good, family. It was good, family. You know, I'm at work. I'll be listening in and stuff like that. I'm glad you actually went live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I've been waiting to go live all week, man. Finally got things back in order over here. But what's going on, man? What's going on? What's on your mind?
I just been waiting for the Crawford Spence, man. My father been flip flopping. He been telling me, oh, nobody can beat Spence Crawford. Then he seen Errol Spence fight it now. And now Errol Spence gonna beat up Crawford and all this shit. Now he's saying Crawford didn't impress him in the last fight. Errol Spence impressed him more in his last fight. You know, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Flip flopping or whatever. You know. But I understand everybody got their opinion and stuff. I just want to see the 2 guys in the ring. That's all I want to see. You know.
Hold up. I'll read a couple of super chats. Salute to J Rod. Y'all go subscribe to my boy J Rod's Level Up Boxing TV. He just started, man. Go subscribe to my boy J Rod's Level Up Boxing TV. He said salute Bushido and the channel. Appreciate the super chat, bro. Y'all go check out my boy J Rod, man. In Boxing Gems, he says, I got Charlo by KO. Derrick James should have showed him the necessary adjustments. If he didn't, I hedge it with Castano by decision. Yeah, bro. I could definitely see it that way. Boxing Gems.
You got powder sugar though, right? Too.
If Castano got to be. Castano did say that Charlo has power. He has to be careful because in the first fight he was kind of just rushing in, but he said he's gonna be a little bit more careful this time going in because Jermell Charlo does have power, and he can run into something and potentially get knocked out by Jermell Charlo. So he has to be careful. It's gonna be a really good fight, man.
I'm a big fan of Jermell Charlo. He alongside Crawford my favorite fighters, but I kind of could see why he getting upset with why people asking him about Crawford who's in the smaller weight class and stuff like that. I don't necessarily think he's scared or like that because Crawford's smaller. Why would he be scared? But at the same time, Crawford does have them skills and he does have that mean streak. But I don't know. I could see why he's getting mad about that though. What you think?
I mean. But check it. Crawford, see, I check out the algorithm, and Crawford's name is heavy in the algorithm. So these guys ask about Crawford, especially if you're a fighter whose name attached to him, it gets views. You know what I'm saying? It gets views. Crawford's name is really heavy in the boxing algorithm. So and his name just so happened to be attached to Terence Crawford's, even if he don't want it to be. That's just what it is now, and he's going to have to learn how to just ask those questions, and really, it's hard for him to really put pressure on that fight because he comes off as a man that don't really want to deal with Crawford. You know what I'm saying? But if Crawford beats Spence, and he said he's coming up after you, and you beat Castano, what you gonna do, bro? You know what I'm saying? You go move. You gotta stay. You gotta stand your ground, Jermell. Like you've been doing. Like he's known for, right? So you gonna have to do the same with Terrence Crawford. He's
And
coming
I
for
was
you,
there
bro.
that day they took that picture too. That's my gym
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
you was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the day that I think Terrence even after that was early in the day. He came in later in the day. He was training. He was training by himself in one of the loneliest rings in the gym, just working late at night. I remember that night, and he had walked up to me and my friends, and like he did he tried to fake and hit my friend, and he stopped his fist right at the center of my friend face. Didn't even hit him. He made my friend flinch, and we was like, "Damn, that was the fastest shit we ever seen in our life." But I guess it was we just starstruck at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I mean, they say Bud got a lot of tricks and shit, man. So I mean, you just look at the young men. Look at the younger guys. They kind of look up to Crawford. A lot of the younger fighters look up to Crawford. So you got to kind of pay attention to that stuff. Like who do young men look up to? And they be looking up to Bud, man. So everybody sees it. But guys try to downplay his accomplishments or what he's done, and he's over here and then. But in reality, man, one of y'all got to see this dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And hopefully Spence gets hopefully they can get the fight done. Crawford and Spence get this fight done. For those who just coming in, according to Town Biz, salute to Town Biz. Y'all go check out Town Biz. He said that they are in negotiation. You know what I'm saying? And that they are working out the thing with the split. So we dealing with the split situation. That's one of probably the biggest obstacle in this fight. Not the fight itself, but actually the split and the negotiations. Crawford has a big ego. He's stubborn. Spence has an ego, but he said he's willing to bend, not break. So Crawford go have to be willing to compromise, especially at this point. Spence got the 3 belts, man. He got 3 belts. You know what I'm saying? He got 3 belts in the division. He's a slightly more proven pay-per-view draw. He's not like a mega star proven draw.
So let me ask you this, Cheeto. Prior to Errol getting all those belts, you think it should have been 50-50? Because I heard Danny Garcia getting 50-50, Wu guys getting 50-50, all these other dudes getting 50-50. So prior to the belt, you think Crawford would have been more 50-50 rather than now?
Well, since you bring that up, yeah, absolutely. Because if these guys getting 50-50 guarantee, up front, whatever, how the numbers they put out, 50-50, then why not Crawford? Why strong arm on Crawford?
Hey, Cheeto.
What's up, bro?
I got a question. Hello, what's up to the panel, man? Did they send an offer to Bud while we talking about his negotiations? Did they send an offer, an official offer?
That's what I'm waiting on.
According to the word on the street from Town Biz, he says that they are in negotiations.
I'm saying a negotiation, but send an official offer to negotiate off of.
Well, it's not going to go public. This likely won't go public. PBC, typically, we don't hear too much about their negotiations. It never really goes public. And Crawford is already a private guy, so that's exactly what he wants. So, yeah, we probably won't hear nothing unless we get some inside type information. You know what I'm saying? Like we just got a little bit ago. So,
so we won't hear it till it's a done deal, basically.
Basically, yeah. I don't think we're going to be hearing too much.
I'm okay with that. Just make it
it's a done deal or it falls out. So,
man, it's looking shady out there, fellas. I was hearing Al stopping the fight, blocking the fight. Now it's Al. Here we back in the same spot, it seemed like.
What would they mean by Al blocking the fight? What happened?
I heard a thing on another page that it wasn't Spence, it's Al blocking the fight because of the percentage, the splits, and all of that stuff. The suits again. That's what I'm hearing. It's Al Heyman now. That's what they trying to spin it as. It ain't no more Bob, ain't no more Top Rank. He got a belt. He beat Sean Porter. They wanted him to fight Amir Khan. He did that. Kell Brook, he did that. No more excuses, man. I'm gonna be done with boxing if this fight don't happen. I'm done, bro. I'm honest. I'm done.
Oh man, boxing. The future of boxing looking
if
good.
This
would be a kick in the nuts for boxing fans, or if this fight don't happen, bro.
There's no side of the street.
Boxing needs this fight.
If this fight don't happen, what fight do we have, bro? What fight?
The history of boxing needs it.
I don't want to see Spence and Keith Thurman. I don't want to see that.
Nah, not over Crawford. Definitely not over Crawford. No, absolutely not. We watching Crawford Spence. That's all we want. We got to finish this storyline, man.
If we don't get this fight, the only big fights we really gonna have realistically is between those guys at 135, and I don't think they're gonna fight anytime soon.
Nope.
This is why I'm a big fan of Devin Haney right now. I rock with Devin Haney.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He did something he didn't want to do.
He's walking the walk. He's doing what he got to do to, Of course, Devin Haney has a lot more time.
He left Eddie Hearn to go make the fight, man. That's what he did.
Yep, he did what he had to do. He signed with Bob, so and he seems to like Bob.
Tank need to go sign with Bob. I'm being honest. Sign a 3-fight deal with Bob. That's where all the fighters at for him.
You think Tank is
he should sign like a 2 to 3 fight deal with Bob. That's where all the 135 pounders are.
Tank not even that. I don't know. Like he got Twitter fingers. I'm not saying Tank not like that or nothing like that. I'm just saying like he went on Twitter, right? For example, he went on Twitter and threw a subliminal at Shakur. Obviously, we all know it was about Shakur. Shakur answers, and then Tank is nowhere to be found. He don't even say nothing after that. Shakur said, "Let's make it happen." Tank disappears off Twitter. You know what I'm saying? He don't really stand on nothing he be saying. So
he ain't the sharpest guy. He not the sharpest guy though.
So wait, so you said Tank ain't really about that life. He just did that for a little bit of clout. His Rolly fight.
He said he got missing.
I mean, it adds up. I mean, when you put it like that, it makes sense to say it like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say Tank's scared to fight any of those dudes. I don't think that, because I think he could be. It's a chance he beats all of them, but I can't keep saying that if he's not willing to. He's not asking for the big fight. So why should I be, defending him? Oh, Tank could be. Why?
I'm with you. When he said he never asked for any of the big fights, that was a red flag for me.
Oh yeah. He did say that. He never asked for the big fight. He just never asked. So yeah, that do kind of show you where his intentions are at. Like if you want the best fights for boxing, where the fans been telling you to fight, and you never really asked for them. You know what I'm saying? So Floyd just put you in there with whoever he wanted to put you in there with then.
No, because what I heard, Bushido, that Floyd was trying to put him with Lomachenko and Tank, didn't want that fight. Floyd was trying to push him for the fight. He didn't want it.
Lomachenko was a problem. He should have hopped on that though. Tank got the ability and the experience in amateur background.
Lomachenko's a problem for Tank. I hear what you're saying. I like Tank, but Lomachenko's a problem. And what I don't like about it, Tank about to be 28.
Yeah, man.
And if Dev win, him and Shakur would have accomplished way more than he has in his career in way less time.
Ooh. Since you put it like that, bro, you ain't lying. They multi-divisional champions. They about to be like all types of shit.
One might be undisputed, another one unified. Tank ain't got no real belts. He got these Reggie belts, man. Come on.
Yeah, he do. He do got Reggie belts. They be having real titles. I mean, damn, bro. Who really moving the fighters? Like, think about it, bro. Like Tank's been collecting belts, but regular belts, Reggie belts. He ain't never really fought the man in those divisions.
Said Reggie belts.
He's kind of funny, bro.
Yeah, they fugazi, man. I mean, I like Tank.
That's my guy. Yeah, that's my guy. But they was moving him bogusly. If you want to call a spade, what's he fighting Barrios for a regular? What is he fighting these dudes for regular titles for when he should be the world champion?
When has Tank fought a 50-50 fight? When has he fought a 50-50 fight with anybody? Let's be honest.
Going into the fight,
when has he fought somebody that really had a real shot to win? Santa Cruz wasn't he was too small. Name a fighter who had a chance to really beat him.
Nobody. If we're honest. Going into the fight, oh man, Tank could possibly lose this fight. Nobody, bro. Nobody. He says Mike Tyson will beat Charlos. What? Hold up. He says Mike Tyson says Terrence Crawford. But Tyson says Terrence Crawford will beat the Charlos, both of them, Spence and Canelo. What? When he say
green.
that?
He green. Don't do it to him. He green.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe Mike said all that.
I don't know, man. I just think that Charlo, man, it seemed like little old 130-pounder moved up from Bud. He was a 130-pounder when he started. It seemed like when it's like Candyman. When it's like you mentioned Bud name, it's like, man, this dude gets so shook, man. It's like I don't want I'll knock him out and don't mention his name. Like, dog, like you about to be fight for undisputed. You about to say I take them as they come. He didn't speak like a champ. At all.
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah, he didn't move like a champ there. He didn't sound like a champion, a true champion in a bigger weight class. He was like, he's doing a
He's
lot of
saying
that
everything
shit.
but let's fight.
Yeah.
Everything but let's fight.
Yeah. This is the same story we've been talking about for the past 3 years though. Everything but let's fight. You know what I'm saying? He ain't done this, he ain't done that, he ain't fought nobody. Look at the competition. Like, bro, are we still gonna play this game?
At least Errol talking the talk now. At least he talking it.
I mean, I'm a believe that the fight is being made behind the scenes. I mean,
because I kind of like Errol talking. I like when he talk to Bud. I like it.
Right. Yeah, I do too. But we gotta look at it like this. If Errol Spence don't fight Crawford, what is he gonna do?
Ain't no money at 154.
Ain't nothing for him out there.
What you gonna do? You gonna fight Fundora?
Now he might lose that fight.
We go fight Boots Ennis?
Fundora beat his ass.
Virgil Ortiz?
Ain't no Mike. I told him he might lose. Errol get tore. Man, I don't even think he, man.
He's not gonna fight Mel. I think Errol fight Mel. I think Mel won't fight him.
Right.
Yeah, fact.
Mel got too much respect for Spence to fight him.
Spence to fight him though. He his biggest fan. He in too much of an awe of Errol Spence. He look at that dude like he a god or something. I don't know
Mike
what
Jones
it is.
says Jermell has fought plenty of Crawfords at 154. Well, who?
What?
Who?
What
Who said that?
Man,
Mike
get his ass out here, bro.
Stop the cap.
I believe Bud and Errol would stop Mel.
Probably. But then
I'm
again,
keeping
Mel
it a buck.
get them too. But Mel be having mental lapses and shit. So we got to see how Mel keeps us together in the fight.
He can't fight off the back foot either.
He can't. He can't.
I can't agree with that. Because early on in his career, that's what he was. He was a boxer.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Everybody else.
I'm talking about recently.
Yeah,
What we've seen.
Early on in his career, he was more of a boxer. He's more of a boxer, moving around. You know what I'm saying?
Not this Derrick James style.
He started putting dudes down.
Not this Derrick James style. He not. I know he did it in the past, but I'm talking about what we've seen recently. He don't, because he should have done that against Castaño.
Man, I can't wait to see. I can't even say. Like I told you guys going into the Castano fight, I'm like, man, look, this Castano dude, he gonna be tough. Don't be surprised if he beats Jermell Charlo.
I got him to win it, flat out.
You say you got him winning?
I got him winning, bro. This style is gonna give that Derrick James style a problem. He would give Errol trouble, bro. It's the style. And the Argentinians, they come to win.
Yeah, they do.
You're gonna have to beat him.
Yeah, he didn't show no fear when he was fighting.
Nah, no fear, no nothing. He was on him.
And that's half the battle with these dudes like Mel, Charlo, and Canelo. You got to come to win, bro. That's half the fight.
Yeah, he did come to fight. I mean, honestly, let's be honest. If it wasn't in Texas, what Castano had
he
got
won
to
the fight to me. 7-5, he won the fight to me. 7-5. That's what I had.
If it had been anywhere else, he'd have lost.
Y'all think that's why it's in California?
Man, Castano may get the benefit in California.
Because he was the aggressor. He landed the more cleaner. He landed the more punches. He landed cleaner punches. He had Mel. I mean, if you just look at ring generalship, Castano, he got rocked a couple times, but he fought through it. I thought he won the fight.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was a really good
I thought
fight.
he won.
I thought he.
But hell, what y'all think about them Canelo scorecards? 115, 113, fellas.
Bullshit. They tried to get him.
They had Canelo winning the first 4 rounds, Bushido.
Yeah. Yeah, man. They tried to get Bivol, but they couldn't do it, man. It would have been a block out of boxing. Salute to Sugar Short. I see you. They would have been a block out of boxing if they robbed Bivol.
Canelo won that 12th round, it would have been a draw.
What?
Yeah, if he won the 12th round, it would have been a draw. That'd have made it 114, 114, man.
Man, that wasn't no draw, bro. Canelo got beat thoroughly, man. And a lot of fans question if Canelo could even beat Bivol at this point. I don't think he can. Even if Bivol came down to 168, I just don't see it. Canelo's going to have to really change some things up. And like I said, man, this European tour, now Canelo has been on autopilot. Now he hasn't really improved or had to really he's been just on autopilot. He ain't been really having nobody that's in there that he's like, man, I got to really level up to fight this dude. I got to really improve my game. He's been fighting these guys. And he ran to a Bivol, thinking Bivol is going to be another one of these guys. And Bivol went up in there. And
I respect him though. I just remind me of Shane Mosley and Winky Wright. The second fight will be a worse beat.
I think he gonna knock him out.
I do too.
Bivol gonna knock him out.
You said Bivol gonna knock him out? Probably.
Yeah.
Yes. It'd be worse.
If Canelo ain't using his jab, because he really didn't use the jab in the fight. Mike Tyson brought that up. Like, man, he wasn't using his jab. He didn't. He didn't really use his jab.
Do you notice when they tested him heavy, he ran out of gas?
Oh yeah.
He got tested when he Nevada testing now. They test him regularly. He all of a sudden ran out of gas halfway through the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Canelo, he wasn't in his head as much. Like he didn't look good, man. He was walking straight back. He really didn't look good in the fight.
He didn't have the computer all in him.
He didn't look good in the fight, man. Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. We got like 100 people up in the building. Hit that like button for your boy.
Y'all don't think that's kind of suspicious? He ran out of gas like in the 6th round.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's sus. It's definitely sus.
He wasn't even having his hands up at one point. He was so gassed.
And he was getting frustrated to the point where he lifted dude up off the he lifted old boy up off the what's the name? He was getting so damn mad.
Off the canvas, yeah.
Yeah, he got mad. He did that with Lara too. In the Lara fight, he did the same thing. He's getting mad.
If Bivol would have stepped on the gas, I think he could have stopped Canelo.
You think so?
Yep.
I think so too. I think so too.
He should have went to the body a little more, but if he could have stepped it up and really tried to get him out of there, he could have got him out of there, I believe.
Now, what do y'all think about Dave Morrell calling out David Benavidez? 6-0 with 5 knockouts. 6-0. He called out David Benavidez and said that David Benavidez, he'll give him a beating. He'll give him a beating. He's been calling out everybody, but he ain't been calling out me.
It sounds good.
Yeah.
It sounds good.
It do, don't it?
But he ain't 6 fights, you're not getting David Benavidez, bro. They gonna save his business. I wouldn't do it yet either. It's business.
Mm-hmm.
He got to get you got to marinate that fight, at least marinate for a year or two. I get that part of it. He ain't fought. You got to build it up. That's a big fight. That's a big money fight.
Yeah, really it is. And we heard with the energy from when they got asked about Andrade, what did he say? Oh well, we got one more money to fight him. So yeah, you already know what they gonna be on. They definitely ain't fighting David Morrell.
Listen, Andrade, the most avoided fighter in boxing, man. I gotta admit it. Mm-hmm. Most avoided fighter in boxing is Dimitri Andrade.
Yeah, nobody want parts of him.
He can get guys like Zach Parker in the ring and shit. You know what I'm saying? He can get those guys, but he can't get no credible, no big name guys. And now he's injured. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, things ain't looking good for Demetrius Andrade, honestly. If I'm honest, things ain't looking good for Demetrius Andrade.
Actually, kind of sad.
What? For Andrade?
Yeah, it's actually sad that he still hasn't gotten his chance, even though he's kind of messed up, at the beginning of his career with his choices. By now, you would think that somebody would give him a shot, but nobody wants to fight him because to me, in my opinion, they fear him.
Yeah, because Mel Charlo did some old, some BITCH stuff, man. Because your brother.
Hold on, y'all go ahead, chat. Y'all talking up. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Because his brother with the fight that didn't go down, you don't want to fight him for that. That's sucker, man. But you want to fight an old Triple G. I just don't respect Maul. I think Maul Charlo. I think he content, man. He ain't trying to be great.
Yeah, the male Charlo to me is the one that would chase greatness more than Maul.
Yeah, I agree. But Mel, he I don't know. I like Mel. I like Mel as a fighter, but he a lot of cap too. Those guys sell a lot of wolf tickets, man. I like it though. You know what I mean? But he just won't comment on Bud, man. It's like, that bully that one dude that'll punch him in the mouth back. You don't want to say nothing to him. He'll talk to everybody around him, but he won't say nothing to him. The dude he know ain't scared of him. That's what he remind me of, man. Like I said, Castaño ain't scared of him. He not, bro.
Nah, he's no aggressive.
If Mel don't fight aggressively and if he don't take the fight to Castaño, he gonna lose the fight, bro. He gotta take the fight to him, not sit back and wait.
Yeah, that's what I felt. He did that fight. it seemed like he wasn't ready for that pressure that Castano had. I felt like the whole entire fight he was waiting for Castano to respect him, and it never came.
I think he took him lightly, you know what I mean? And that's his fault, you know what I mean? And you know, this guy gonna fight this way no matter who he fight. He's a pressure guy. He got some skills. He got I think he got a little bit better pop to his punches than Mel anticipated.
Expected. Yeah. Because when Mel, there was those couple of times where Mel hit him with his power punch, and threw a couple of flurries at him, backed him up against the ropes. But then about 10 seconds later, half a minute later, you see Castano coming back forward, and to me, I just felt like Mel was looking like, "Damn, dude, you still coming forward?"
He almost dropped Mel in that fight too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fight, man. I think he was more than Mel expected. Way a lot more, you know what I mean? That boy got some heart. He just, like, people forget, he beat Arrow in the amateurs. I know it's the amateurs, but the boy.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he beat him. I think he beat him. He beat him, and he gave him. They say he dropped Arrow. I don't know if that part is true, but Castaño said he dropped Arrow in the amateurs. I don't know how true that is, but he did beat him. That is a fact. So he used to that Derrick James style, that Derrick James teach. He's seen that style. He might have
the blueprint to it.
Yep. They say styles make fights, man. So I think that's a big thing in boxing. It could be it ain't got to be the best guy out there. Just a style on the right night. I know they can give you trouble out there.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Who you got for your top 5 pound for pound?
It's a little wishy-washy.
I need an order, though. I need an order. Everybody tell me I'm going to just give you any fight. I need an order. I give you mine. I got Bud 1. I got Arrow 2. I got I'm gonna put Usyk 3. I'm gonna got Inoue 4. And 5, I'm gonna go with Better BF.
Better be. I got pretty much the same. With the exception, let me go back to my pound for pound list. I think I might have had Tyson Fury up there at one time.
Well, they don't put really heavy people who start at heavyweight. They don't really put pound for pound. But I get it. I mean, I get it. But the only reason I got Usyk up there because he came from cruiser.
Yeah. That's not a problem to have Usyk up there. To me, he deserves it. Mine's pretty much the same though. I got Terrence Crawford first. The only thing with Spence, he would either be third or second, and the reason is because of his inactivity. But I mean, I'll give him the second place, and then third, just pretty much who you mentioned. Usyk. I think Usyk, and I think Shakur.
Hello, you there?
Yeah, I think he went out. But yeah, I'm back. Y'all hit that like button, man. We got 80 people in here. We should have 80 likes, man. Y'all help a brother out and hit that like button. But this is the pound for pound list. ESPN's updated pound for pound list, and we see Terrence Crawford number 1, Naoya Inoue, the monster number 2, Errol the Big Fish, Truth Spence number 3, Canelo Alvarez.
I'm gonna give you. Did you hear my list, Bushido? I'm gonna give you mine. I'm gonna let the other gentleman that got cut off and let you give him his, and you give us yours. I had Bud 1, Spence 2, Usyk 3, Inoue 4, and 5. It was who did I say? Better BF or Better BF.
Yeah. I don't know. I got Crawford number 1. I probably got the first. I'll take Fury out.
Yeah, he's a heavyweight. I don't count him.
I'll probably put Usyk in place of Fury, and I'll leave it alone for what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I somewhat agree with ESPN's list.
See, I want Arrow too, so when they fight, it ain't no question. 1 versus 2.
Yep.
That's my own selfishness. But Arrow, he's top 3 though.
Yeah, Fury shouldn't even be on the pound for pound list.
Nah, they ain't never put no heavyweight on the list because they didn't.
Like, how is he even on a pound for pound list when he's like the biggest fighter in boxing? Like
Wilder was never on the list, and he should have been at one point if you counting heavyweight.
Yeah, if you count weight, I mean, he was fighting dudes with 20, 30, 50-pound weight advantages. So yeah, Wilder definitely should have been on pound for pound. But heavyweights really shouldn't be on the pound for pound list, in my opinion. No,
I got Canelo like 6 or 7 at this point.
I don't know, man. I don't know if Canelo could really.
He's still on the pound for pound. He ain't lost in 10 years,
decline, bro.
He ain't lost in 10 years, Bushido. We got to respect that.
Yeah. But
gotta respect it.
He may be on a slight decline, y'all.
Oh, I believe so. He's an older 32. 31. He's an older guy. He got like 60-something fights, man.
Yeah. A lot of training camps, a lot of fights.
Do you think if he fights again and he loses, he's finished?
Man, if he loses against Bivol, probably, bro. That's why
I wouldn't take that fight with him. He should go take a touch-up. I'm just being honest. Take a touch-up. I don't think
he should just go back to 168.
That's what I'm talking about. Go to 168 and fight a touch-up. Either Triple G or the other guy. Ford or whatever the hell's name is.
Yep. Go down there and fight Triple G, man. Leave Bivol alone, because if he beats you, that could be it. You know what I'm saying? That could be it.
Yeah, it looked bad out there. He looked bad. He beat him almost as bad as Floyd did, man.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him 2 rounds, bro. 2.
Yeah, Canelo didn't really do much in that fight, man.
Canelo got washed.
I still don't know how they had it, how they gave him 5 rounds. I don't know how they gave him 5 rounds in the fight, man. It's so corrupt.
Floyd got his fight coming up this weekend against Don Moore.
Ain't nobody watching that, man.
Floyd got his expedition fight coming up with Don Moore.
Now, if he was fighting Jake Paul, I would have watched it. I'm gonna keep it honest.
Nah, Jake Paul too big for Floyd. Way too big.
He ain't skilled enough.
I think Jake Paul is a better fighter than Logan.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
He's a better fighter.
But he ain't a pro.
Nah.
It's levels now, Bushido. It's levels.
Yeah, absolutely. He got ability, but he ain't got the experience. But Floyd's just a 45-year-old. He's just too small, man. Don't even do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Hey, if they tell him we can give you $300 million, he'll do it. I'd do it. Hell.
Yeah, we know he doing it then.
Yeah, why not?
What y'all think about this fight? This fight's coming soon, man. Few weeks. What, about 3 weeks? Devin Haney, George Kambosos.
Devin Haney. Oh yeah. Haney, I got Haney.
He gotta really win that fight convincingly, man.
Yeah.
He gotta win at least 9 of the round. 9, 8. He gotta win at least 8 convincing rounds, bro. Or they gonna take it from him.
Kambosos probably gonna fight a unique fight, man, to where he just throwing punches because he know they gonna score him and shit. He gonna do a lot of moving around the ring.
He gonna have to drop Kambosos, I think, one time too. He gonna have to drop him once.
Man, that's gonna be interesting. If that fight goes to the decision, Devin looking sharp as hell. But he should be looking to stop that guy.
Or at least put that hurt on him where he don't want a rematch.
Or beat him up so bad to where they just can't take it from him.
And he don't want a rematch. You know, you can beat the fight out of somebody. Yeah. Like Bud beat the fight out of Mean Machine. He beat the fight out of the Mean Machine. He beat it out of him.
Mm-hmm. You said Cam go beat that boy like a drum? Really?
Nah, who said that?
King KO.
But Kambosos can fight, man. He got skills.
He's got the potential. I can't take that away from him. Kambosos got the potential all day. I just think that Devin Haney's just gonna outbox him up and down the ring.
And he got every advantage. Kambosos, he got every advantage you can ask for.
Yep.
That matters, man.
Except for size and shit like that. But other than that, he got
all the venue, just the home. I mean, this is really a road fight, man. In every sense of the word.
Yeah. Devin Haney, he's going for greatness though.
I respect it.
Well, how old is he? How old is Devin? Like 22? He's young as hell.
If Devin wins, I put him over Shakur in a pound for pound. I would. Yeah,
you got to. Hey man, Shakur probably knocked some guys off. Devin knocked some guys off.
And I'm not saying he's better than Shakur, but Undisputed weighs a lot with me.
Yeah. It should weigh more than anything.
And if he do it, he'll be on the road in somebody else's backyard. That weighs a lot to me.
He did, and he'll probably knock off Juan Francisco Estrada. Knock him off. Put Devin Haney on there.
Just like they were saying, Bud fighting Arrow in Texas, man. That's
take Fury off. Take Fury off.
Yeah, Fury's not a Ain't he retired?
I think.
Yeah, I think he did retire.
I'm shaky with Josh Taylor. I got Josh like 8 now. I think he lost that last fight, so he dropped in my pound for pound. Even though he won on the technically, he lost that fight, bro.
Oh, he's not on ESPN's list at all. So
he lost that fight, bro.
Matthew Cordy probably got him off the list.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the politics gonna keep Boots off for a minute. You know?
Oh yeah.
The winner of Mel Castaño got to be on the list, and if Kambosos, Devin winner got to be on the list.
Yeah, they don't got Jermell Charlo on this list anywhere. Nah, he should be on this list somewhere. You got to take him off and put Jermell on there.
Well, you know, if he gets undisputed, you're gonna have to put him on there, bro. You have to.
Yeah, you got to put Jermell on there if he beats.
But I don't know if he's gonna win that fight.
You don't think he beat Castano?
No, I don't. I think he lost the first fight. So I believe what my eyes saw, not what people, the media trying to tell you.
I wish he and Washi with both, because it seemed like Castano coming to win, like Bushido saying. And at the same time, when Jermell's pretty good in the rematch. When he
was losing
fought
that fight with Tony Harrison, bro.
Yeah, he was losing against Harrison until he caught him.
Yeah, he was losing the fight, man. He was down on the
yeah, he was. I can't deny that.
So
and I think
why he,
his power gonna show up.
Castaño got robbed against Lara. He beat Lara and he beat Charlo. He's an undefeated fighter, man. So he don't know what it is to lose yet. That means something too. He been fighting a lot of top guys. Castaño don't fight a lot of bums. He don't fight bums.
Yeah, man. I believe he's there for a reason, for sure.
He beat Lara. If you look at that fight, he beat Honest Larry Lara, man. He should have won that fight.
Yeah,
they called it a draw.
Fighters, and I felt Lara lost that. I'm like, damn, my boy Lara lost, but they gave him a draw. I'm like, yes.
And he arguably beat Charlo.
Yep. So yeah, I won't be surprised this weekend, man. It's gonna be interesting to see what the betting odds is looking like too.
Yeah, what I was trying to say was like Jermell's will. He was losing that fight with the Harrison, yes, but his will to me is what won it for him.
Yeah. He has a will to win for sure.
Yeah,
he's gonna show something.
I'm not one of them guys who agree he's this great boxer. I don't see it.
No, I don't see it either.
I don't see it. He seems one-dimensional to me.
You say he's a poor man's version of Spence?
He is. He don't got that Derrick James. I agree. He don't got the style down like Spence. Spence perfected it. Mel still hasn't perfected that Derrick James style all the way. He don't listen. Mel don't listen. And that's part of the IQ. That's part of the IQ, because Errol listens to Derrick James. Sometimes Mel in that Castaño fight, he was telling Mel what to do. He didn't do it.
Ooh. Yeah.
I feel when I look at Derrick James's relationship with Errol Spence and versus the relationship with Mel, you could tell that Derrick and Errol have the, I want to say, like the more of a relationship than Derrick and Mel.
Yeah, he been with Errol since he was like 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
So he been with Errol longer.
He been with Errol since he was 16, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jermell was with Ronnie Shields at first.
He been with like 6 years. He been with Derrick James, like 6 years. Because remember, he was on Golden Boy.
Okay. Yeah, so it makes sense what you were just saying, that Jermell doesn't listen, because when I see Errol and Derrick James, it's like Errol reads him and it's go time, and when Jermell, it's like Jermell, he has a difficulty.
That's part of going with the
That's
IQ.
my opinion.
That's part of your IQ, listening to your corner, making adjustments, man. That's part of IQ to me. So, you know, I don't know, man. I like a Mel can fight, no doubt about it, but I think he got dog in him. I ain't gonna take that from me. But
he has defensive lapses too.
Maybe you think he stayed at the weight too long?
He's hittable.
You think his punch resistance has gone down since you stayed at the weight too long?
It might. We gonna find out this weekend.
Because that could be a big part of it too.
Is gone. We gonna find out. We gonna learn a lot this weekend.
Same thing with Errol. He won against Ugas, but he didn't take those punches as good as I don't know.
You said Spence?
When he fought Ugas ain't no big puncher. He had Errol buzzed a few times, man.
One thing I seen a video.
He's still right in front of him.
He hurt Errol with a body shot too in that fight. If you go back and look, he hurt him with a body shot.
I seen a video where somebody put together Spencer getting hurt in fights, and if Spencer gets hurt, he kind of turns his back. He did it in the Danny fight. He did it early on in his career, and he did it against Ugas.
Hey, thank you for mentioning that, because I've been trying to mention that for a long time.
And see,
when he gets hit good, he turns his back, bro.
His adjustment is up the work rate. That's his adjustment, to up the work rate.
So if Crawford hurts him, he can't turn his back against Bud.
Nope.
See, Errol's superpower, man, is he got a big gas tank and his work rate. Those are superpowers, his work rate and his gas tank. That's what he got. Those are two biggest assets.
Salute to Slight Tendencies for the super chat. He says, Charlo got to listen and jab, stay head hunting. Yep. He don't throw a jab enough. He don't throw his jab enough. And he's really looking for the knockout, it looks like.
And he don't got one punch knockout power either.
No, he don't. He act like he do, but he really don't.
Where did people start talking about? I'm asking y'all. When did people start looking at him as a knockout artist?
I guess since the Harrison fight, or oh boy, when he hit oh boy in the stomach.
He only got like 18 knockouts, man.
Yeah, I mean he got a 50% KO ratio.
Bud is a knockout artist. Tank, Wilder, Boots. Those are knockout artists.
I'll look at him as a knockout artist, but he is a heavy hitter.
Yeah, he's a big puncher.
That's what I can give him.
Said Charlo's powerful. He said dude's very powerful. So yeah, I believe he has power. I mean, he may not have that one punch explosive. I mean, he do got that, but I don't know. He's not like he.
But y'all get what I'm saying. A knockout artist like Tank and
Wilder or Tank.
Yeah, that's a knockout artist.
Yeah, those dudes be knocking people out.
Mike Tyson, George Foreman. Those are knockout artists.
If you got like at least a 75% KO ratio, then you could be considered a good knockout artist or a finisher.
Well, is Errol a knockout artist? This is his first knockout in 4 years. Is he a knockout artist? He got 22 knockouts in 28 fights.
Nah, Errol's a bruiser. He's a bruiser. He'll beat you up. That's what Spence does. He beats you up. You know, he's not necessarily a knockout puncher, but he'll beat you up.
A volume puncher.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not trying to criticize him. I'm just saying, I'm talking about who got that one-hitter quitter. It ain't many guys with that.
No, it's not. Wilder was probably one guy you could say for sure.
Wilder and Tank is all I see, really.
But shit, Tank, he knocked out Barrio. He stopped out a big guy, but he didn't stop Cruz. So,
well, he broke his hand, so I kind of give him a pass on that. He's fighting with one hand.
What about Tank Rolly?
He gonna knock Rolly out, bro. He's stopping Rolly. That's gonna be brutal too.
What's up, brothers? How y'all doing up in here, man?
What's going on
with you?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, man, what's going on? Hey, I was in here and I just noticed, like, when I came in, I just found this channel, man. I found this channel about a week and a half ago, bro. Like, you put up good shit, man. Like,
thanks,
fans look like we're starting to grow, like, as far as how many people support him or whatever. Because, the narrative was that, brothers didn't really fuck with him like that, and that's not the case. So, man, shout out to everybody here and everybody listening or whatever. But my question to y'all niggas is, why the fuck do you guys have Errol Spence so high on your pound for pound? Some of y'all niggas got Errol Spence over Jermell Charlo. How is that possible?
Actually, now that you mention it, I can't put Spence over Jermell. I have to put Jermell over Spence. But then again, the knock against Jermell may be because he lost already. He lost. Spence never lost.
And he got a draw. His last fight was a draw.
Yeah, so
he really kind of lost that one.
Right.
That could be the reason. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
The level of competition, and he did lose, but he avenged that loss. He avenged that loss, though. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't win his last fight.
No, I mean I understand that, but that don't erase everything else that he did, bro.
Spence looked more impressive in his last fight. He stopped Ugas. You can say what you want. Ugas was a champ, bro, and I gotta respect it.
I mean,
I'm not a
Jermell
Spence
been
guy.
stopping people more than Spence have. Like, this was the first time Spence stopped somebody since what, like 2005 or something?
Yeah, but he beat the guys they put in front. I can't knock him because of his resume, bro. He got the belts, bro. He got 3 of them in probably the second or first deepest division in boxing. You gotta respect that.
Right, and at one point, we were calling the 154 division. We were calling that the murderer's row. Like, we were comparing it to that. Because ain't nobody coming out there unscathed. Like, everybody get hit. You know what I'm saying? But like, he the last man standing for the most part. I mean, that's what I say. Plus, like, he's beaten. I don't know. I just feel like he's more accomplished than Errol Spence. I feel like he's more athletic. He's a bigger puncher. I mean,
they've accomplished the same thing, pretty much.
I mean, but he already had did that before. Like,
well, you know, your Mel is Ring Magazine, so I'll give you that. Mel is Ring Magazine, so I'll give you that. He lineal. Mel is lineal.
Right. I mean,
Mel did his thing, and Spence doing his thing.
Like,
I say Mel's been more consistent though.
I ain't a major Mel fan. I didn't even talk over anyone. I apologize, but I ain't a major Mel fan at all. But I mean, that nigga, like, I ain't putting Errol Spence over that nigga on the pound list. Like, are y'all crazy?
When you got a draw, your last fight was a draw, bro. You don't go. You go down a little bit when we talking the top. That's like if Bud had a draw with Sean Porter, he would drop.
Yep. He would. Yep.
If Errol had a draw with Ugas, he would have dropped.
Yep. You see, Canelo dropped.
He wasn't that high on people list.
He dropped a 5.
There's somebody in the chat just say this nigga lost like Ugas. Ugas had what? Arguably 6 losses. Like.
Yeah, but he was the guy. He beat Pacquiao. He arguably beat Sean Porter. He had the belt. He outright won it. And Ugas a good guy, man. So I ain't gonna knock Ugas. He got a shot and he lost, man.
Okay, well, you say arguably. Well, Errol Spence arguably lost to Sean Porter.
Nah, he beat Sean Porter, bro.
See what I mean? Like,
he beat him. The knockdown. I think the knockdown was the reason he lost, bro.
Made the difference, yeah.
The knockdown was the difference in the fight. Otherwise, it was a draw to me.
His glove touched the ground. Like
he got hit, bro. Nah, you got to see that. He got hit.
Yeah, he got hit with a shot. No, I saw it. I was there. Like, it was a good shot, but I mean, that nigga, like, one of the gloves touched the ground. Like, when Bud dropped him, Porter got dropped. Right?
I'm a Bud guy, man. I'm like on the Bud train, bro. I'm just gonna try to keep it objective.
Put Errol Spence over.
I would put him over Mel Charlo. I would. Me personally, I ain't knocking nobody who don't.
Because Jermell arguably lost his last fight, right?
To me, and at the end of the day, technically, it was a draw.
Right. Okay. All right. So really don't really give, like, your resume and everything that you've accomplished leading up to your last fight don't really matter. It's really all about what you've done in your very last fight. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, all that matters. I mean, resume matters, but what have you done in your most recent fight matters. Look at Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor won. Josh Taylor won, but he lost that fight.
He went for undisputed versus the guy that beat Errol Spence in the amateur. You know?
Right, but look at Josh Taylor. He won the fight technically, but people dropped him in the rankings. He got dropped.
Right.
That's true. He got dropped big time.
On the new list, Bushido got on. He ain't
since
even
you value getting knocked down, Jermell didn't get knocked down versus Castaño though.
No, I'm just saying it's just his performance. It wasn't a good one.
Yeah, he got knocked out.
I mean, it wasn't a bad one, right? Who had a worse performance?
Josh Taylor had a horrible performance.
Who had a worse performance? Josh Taylor or Jermell Charlo?
Josh Taylor.
Josh Taylor.
He got dropped, bro.
Right.
And he arguably lost that fight to me.
Right. So yeah. So you trying to compare that performance to Jermell's when Jermell fought to a draw?
But what I'm saying is Taylor got the win. Technically, he won the fight.
Right. And it was a consensus agreement that it was a fucking robbery, though.
I got Mel over Josh Taylor. I'm with you.
How? How you got okay, but you don't have him. Hold up. So how is Errol Spence over Josh Taylor?
You're talking about how is what now?
How is Errol Spence over Josh Taylor?
I got him over at Josh Taylor from this last fight, bro.
Right. The only thing that matters to you is the last fight.
I'm trusting what my eyes showed me. That's why we don't hear no Josh Taylor versus Bud talk no more. He ain't ready, bro. He's not that guy.
Yeah.
You don't even hear that no more.
Him not being ever be. I think any of these niggas really ready for Bud.
I'm saying, but they was talking about it. It's a reason why they backed off.
Right, because he had that option to.
No, he had a tough fight against a guy named Catterall.
Right. 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 So look at this. So him being undisputed, none of that shit, and having tough fights with Pro Grade and guys like none of that shit really don't matter. It's all about his last fight and that he struggles.
Nah, it matters, but you got to update your resume, sir.
I mean, that performance was that bad to where people really felt that he don't need to be on the pound-for-pound list.
Yeah, it was bad, bro.
Because it's not like Jack Catterall was a Jose Ramirez or a top-level named guy. He was Jack Catterall, a guy.
He was a journeyman.
Right.
Like I never said that. All I'm saying is, I mean, look, it's all subjective. Look, it's up to you guys. Everybody gotta have their own fucking pound-for-pound list. But my pound-for-pound list, ain't no way I got Errol Spence over a fucking guy who went undisputed, and also a guy who's the last man standing, basically, in a 154-pound division that was considered like the murderer's row.
I disagree.
Plus, not just that, Jermell's a knockout. Jermell's, I don't know. I just put Jermell over fucking Errol Spence.
Jermell's a knockout artist.
I mean, look, I wouldn't be surprised if he stopped Castano.
He got 18 knockouts in 36 fights, bro. What knockout artist have you seen?
I understand that, but please believe Jermell. We've seen Jermell stop champions. We've seen this nigga stop niggas before. I'm not gonna say here.
He's an elite fighter. He's an elite fighter. I'm with you.
I'm not. I ain't like this nigga can't punch, right?
No, I'm saying I believe Jermell is a pound-for-pound fighter.
I think he's a puncher too, though.
I guess.
You one of the few niggas I ever met that said Jermell can't punch. This is some.
I think it's some guys up there that got some smoke for him. Still, I hope if he wins, God bless him. I ain't gonna be mad. I'm rooting for the brother, to be honest. I don't like him, but I ain't never gonna root against the brother.
I'm not so major Josh Taylor fan, but I got them niggas over Errol Spence on the pound for pound list. Like, this nigga ain't about to leapfrog over all them niggas, because like not just that, like you gotta think about like the way this nigga move outside of the ring. Like
when I do my list, I'm only thinking about boxing. What they do in the ring.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about boxing outside of the ring. When you're not inside the ring fighting, outside of the ring, you should be making provisions and taking steps towards giving the fans the fight that they want, and also solidifying your motherfucking your career, right? So he's already gonna be known as a nigga that avoided Bud Crawford in his prime and waited him out. You know what I'm saying? So all this time he was sitting there. In other words, he's gone out of his way to fight everybody but Bud Crawford. So
I agree.
I agree. So why should we and beating a bunch of guys? I mean, he just beat a 35-year-old guy, probably even older than that. Who knows how old?
But at the end of the day, Bud,
he beat Manny Pacquiao, an old guy who hadn't fought in 2 years, and now I'm about to put him and leapfrog this nigga over all the other pound-for-pound fighters for what, bro? Like,
and I gotta respect. That's your opinion. I respect it. I'm not saying you're wrong, brother.
Yeah, I see what
you're wrong.
I see what he's saying. I see exactly what he means. Like Spence,
I don't think you're delusional at all. I don't
think
think you are.
More consistent, active fighter. You know what I'm saying? Than Errol Spence. He's been more consistent. He's been more active. He's been doing his thing in Murderer's Row at 154. He's one of the last men standing, along with Brian Castaño. So I do see his point with that. I do. I mean,
and if Mel wins Saturday, I think it's no doubt you have to put him over Errol. I think there's no argument.
Yeah.
But right now,
we're going to talk about that.
Now, if Errol fight Bud. Okay. Winner of that, if he beat Bud, and I'm saying I don't think he will, but if he beat Bud, then I think he'd be undisputed #1 pound for pound. The winner of that fight is unquestioned.
Well, I think if Jermell beats Castano, then he has to be over Errol Spence joint.
Yes, I agree.
He has to be.
I think he go top 5.
Yeah, he should be top 3. Jermell, if he beats top 3. He had to be.
I don't know, bro. I got to go with the guys who.
Because Canelo, let's be honest, Canelo wasn't undefeated. He was up there.
Yeah, but look at this resume, though. And I'm not a Canelo guy, bro. I'm just not. You know, I'm not a Canelo guy.
Yeah, I mean,
would I put him over?
Bro, really.
Would I put him over Usyk? I wouldn't put him over Usyk.
It's really subjective.
I wouldn't put him over Usyk. I just wouldn't, bro.
That's another good thing. What y'all brothers, like everybody in the chat as well, like. Name some fighters that y'all put over Canelo now that he's lost.
Hell, it's about 5 or 6 of them now.
Everybody.
5 or 6.
Yeah. I got Inouye. I got Bud, Spence. Let me see.
Spence over
Beterbiev.
Canelo?
Hell, I got Bivol over him because he just beat him. Bivol just beat him, so I got him over Canelo.
Hey, I think you low-key a Spence fan. Y'all think you was? No,
I'm a Bud guy. I got Bud 1.
How Spence over Canelo, bro?
He just lost.
So?
He got dominated, bro. He didn't just lose. He got dominated.
Dominated. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't doubt that.
He didn't even win 3 rounds, bro.
Yeah, I understand. Right. But how the fuck is Spence over Canelo on the pound for pound list?
Bro, as of today, he's over him, bro. You don't like Spence. I get it. I'm not a Spence guy either, but I'm keeping it real.
Nah, I give Spence his props. Look, he's a volume puncher, right? He's in great condition, right? He outlasts his opponents, throws tons of punches, right? He's allowed to throw below the fucking belt, right? If you ever get in this shit and get the best of him, and he start getting dirty and punching below the belt, the ref never gives him never deducts a point. The ref may give him a warning, maybe once. That's about it. Right?
My whole thing is this:
he's got a strong chin. I'll give him his props.
If you get dominated in your last fight, bro, you lost arguably 9 or 10 rounds in that fight. You can't be top 5, bro.
What? Can't. So you knocked this nigga Canelo off the pound for pound top 5?
No, he's still in the pound for pound, but he between.
I said top 5.
No, he's not top 5. No.
Right. Okay.
No, absolutely not. I wouldn't put him above Bivol. He just beat him. We saw that.
Okay, you won't
hold on. Let me read the super chat real quick. Hold on. Salute the real rap for the super chat. He said, salute Bachito. I like them beats you be adding to the videos you be dropping. And can we get some more Black Pill talk? Respect how you keep on it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more of those videos, man. You know what I'm saying? Those like monologue type videos where we talk real, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more of those, man. Appreciate the super chat. But yeah, you guys go ahead.
Yeah, because to me it's insane that they got Canelo ranked over Bivol. He just beat his ass. I don't understand that.
Maybe it's because of the amount of work Canelo put in over the years.
Bro, when 2 guys fight, though, Bushido, we just saw who won, bro. We see who the better fighter is.
Yeah.
We saw it.
I think it's amount. I mean, that pound for pound list is a very complicated topic, man. The more you talk about it, the more complicated it's getting.
No, I'm not even talking about pound for pound. I'm just saying if we fight, Bushido, and you beat me or I beat you convincingly, how are you going to be rated higher than me?
Yeah, I know, right?
That's common. I mean,
I know, right?
How? We saw that. We don't have to guess
I
or
think
if.
Because still undisputed at 168, and you know,
bro,
he's still undisputed at 168.
He lost, bro.
This nigga just said Bivol's over Canelo on the pound for pound list.
He should, in my book, he should be. He just beat his ass. He dominated him. It wasn't no close fight.
Bro.
Hey, I agree with Boxing Champ on this one. Pound for pound, if you moved up in weight, I think that holds more prejudice over just, you know, getting on and staying in one division. So if you got us moving up in weight, beating up these guys, collecting belts, I think that's a little bit. That's more.
I agree, but it also counts against you if you go up there and get your ass beat.
Yeah, you do. It's a risk.
You can't have it one way. You can't have all the glory if you win, and then if you lose,
he got knocked out down all the way to 5, bro. He was number 1. He got most people got Canelo at 5, bro.
I don't.
So I mean,
I think if Mel Charlo wins, I will put him over Canelo.
Yeah, Mel should be on.
I'm being honest, bro. Or Castaño. Or he just lost, bro. You got to take a hit.
So Castaño, who, in my opinion, lost to Adeslani Lara. Besides that, what other big victory Castaño have, man?
What fight did you see?
The one where Castaño, in my opinion, lost to Lara.
Okay.
I don't know. I thought Lara
lost that fight, bro.
Man, Lara's my guy, but
that was a good fight too. That was one of the PBC best fights of that year.
I was surprised at that fight. I didn't know who Castaño really was at that time. I'm like, man, who is this dude? I was expecting Lara to go up in there and do his thing, man. I'm like, oh shit, this dude's banging my boy.
He arguably beat Charlo, bro.
I mean, he fought.
I'm just saying,
so he fought to a draw with Lara and ducked a rematch, and then he fought fucking Jermell to a draw.
He fought him in Texas, bro. So if you get a draw in your hometown, man, you know what that is.
Hold on, brother. But if he beats Jermell in a rematch, then he's on a pound for pound list.
Absolutely, if you're undisputed, absolutely.
And who did he beat to become undisputed? He beat one guy, right?
It don't matter. He'll be the guy.
I know what I'm asking, right?
I mean, he'll have to replace somebody. You know
in order for him to get the WBO title, he had to beat. I forget the guy he beat. Who he beat? He beat the guy that was out of match. Remember, Bushido? It's like an Afro-Latino guy, man.
Like I feel the same way about Devin Haney and the Kambosos. The winner of that got to get on the pound for pound, bro.
Not an Afro-Latino guy. He's a Mexican guy. I think he's with Oscar De La Hoya, bro. I forget his name.
Who we talking about? I forget.
The dude that Castano, who your boy is saying is the pound for pound top 3 is he said Castano beat. He said the guy that Castano beat to get the WBO title.
Oh, Patrick Teixeira.
Yeah,
the Brazilian.
That's another good win.
Yeah, that was a solid win.
That's his only win, nigga. The other one's a draw.
The man is an undefeated fighter, bro.
But hold up, right? The other one's a draw, right? And then if you fight Canelo, all of a sudden he's pound for pound. Come on, man.
Fight Canelo. No, if he beat Charlo, he's a pound for pound guy. If he cleans the weight, if he gets undisputed, he's the best guy at the division. Undisputed. That's undisputed. Ring Magazine Lineal, bro. That means a lot.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you guys, I gotta get ready to go. Close it out.
Before you go, let me ask you this question, Bushido, and also to the homie I was talking to. Hey, man, and everybody in the chat, who do y'all want to win this fight, bro? Because Castaño was already saying that he want to fight Errol Spence next if he beats Jermell Charlo. So do y'all really want Castaño to win, just because or do y'all want Jermell to win? At least we know if Jermell wins, at least because otherwise I think Errol Spence is gonna duck Bud. If Castaño wins, he's gonna duck Bud. He's gonna jump, and he's got a fucking free avenue to undisputed at 154.
I think Charlo gonna duck Bud.
I want Jermell to win, like low key, bro.
I just want the best fighter to win, but if Jermell win, I ain't mad. I don't really like the Charlos. I don't like him like that.
Right, but if you want to see Bud fight Spence, then I'm pretty sure you don't want to see Castaño win.
I don't think Charlo gonna fight Bud regardless. PPC ain't gonna let that happen.
Man, who knows, man? That's a good question too. Like they may not let it happen. If Crawford beats Spence, hypothetically, he beats Spence, they don't want to risk unless they can get Crawford full time. I don't think they're gonna want to risk losing all their leverage in both of the prominent divisions they got. The leverage they got is 154, 147. They'll lose all the leverage if Crawford's not with them full time. So we gotta look at the business aspect too. They may not want that fight to happen.
I think if Bud gets Spence and Charlo back to back, he retires, bro.
Oh yeah, he probably retire anyway though. Honestly,
I don't think he's gonna stick around. I don't think he's gonna be around more than that.
Yeah, he'll fight those two guys and he can ride it out.
He'll be
undisputed 3 weight classes. He'll probably be all-time great status too if he
get 3 weight classes undisputed. He's top 10 in my book all time, bro.
Question though, like if they fight,
I see what that dude's saying. That is something to worry about. If Castano beats Jermell Charlo, that is a free meal, a free get out of Bud ticket.
He still got Fundura up there. Still got Fundura up there. He got some.
But then again, is Spence really willing to fight Castaño like that though? We haven't seen the energy yet. I mean, Castano is a good. I think Castano's style can give Spence a lot of problems.
Like he gave Mel.
Well, I think Castano's style gives Spence a lot of problems.
And can Errol Spence fight that style at 154 that he do at 147?
Right. It's different.
That shit. That seems to be
solid, more sturdier dudes. Smaller gloves. Or was it
guys
bigger?
with longer reaches?
Hey man, if Errol Spence, even if they do end up fighting at the end of this year, how much credit should this nigga Errol Spence get for this fight?
100% if he fights.
How much value do you put into this fight, considering that Bud Crawford will be 35 years old when he fights?
100% credit, bro.
Yeah, he got to get credit, even though they did kind of wait him out.
They stalled him out. We know they trying to age him out. We know
4 years.
Yeah.
Hey, I think that highly of Bud. I think Bud stops him either way. I think they let him Bud grow into the weight, so I think he's stronger now. He had probably a better shot back then.
That's true.
35 though, bro. Just throwing that out there. I mean,
it's a fresh 35, bro. It's a fresh 35. Bud ain't took no real punishment. He stay in the gym.
I understand that, but still, you still get older. You know what I'm saying? His nigga 35, bro.
Like, Errol Spence 32, man. So he 2 years older than Errol Spence, man. So I don't, you know what I mean? They was talking about Floyd aged out Pacquiao, and Floyd was older than Pacquiao. So I don't get that either.
All right. But yeah, you guys, I gotta go ahead and close it out. Salute to everybody on the chat, the panel.
Pleasure, gentlemen.
Yeah, we'll see what happens this weekend at weigh-ins tomorrow. Jermell Charlo, Brian Castaño. We'll go see how these guys look on the scales, and we go see if we get a pretty good fight this weekend. I expect it to be a really good fight. I can't really call it. But yeah, hope everybody have a good day and like, subscribe. Holla at your boy. Peace out.
All right, peace, everybody.
Peace.
I'll stay up, man. Peace.